Chronic fatigue is one of the most common complaints among adults over 50, but here's what most people don't realize. Many times, it's not your age, it's not your diet, it's not even your sleep, it's dehydration. Your body is made up of more than 60% water. Every single system, your heart, your brain, your muscles, your cells depends on it. And when you're low on water, your entire internal engine slows down. Let's break it down. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood volume decreases. That means your heart has to pump harder to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Your brain gets less fuel. Your muscles don't get what they need. And the result? You feel sluggish, heavy, drained. Not just physically, but mentally, too. Think of your body like a car. Dehydration is like running that car without enough oil. It might still move, but it grinds, overheats, and breaks down faster. The same is true for you. What's worse? As you age, your natural sense of thirst dulls. You might not feel thirsty, but your body is already struggling. Many older adults go hours, even days, without drinking enough. Why? Sometimes it's a lack of habit. Sometimes it's medications that increase urination. Sometimes it's because they confuse thirst with hunger, or they avoid water to reduce trips to the bathroom. But over time, this small oversight creates a large problem. Let's talk about what this looks like in daily life. You wake up feeling groggy. Even if you went to bed early, you need naps to get through the afternoon. Even if you're not very active, you lose motivation to exercise or go outside. You feel like you're moving through fog or like your body is stuck in slow motion. You rely on caffeine or sugar to boost your energy but crash soon after. Here's the kicker. Many people assume they're just getting old, but know what they're feeling is dehydration. Water powers your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells. Without it, your cells can't convert food into usable fuel efficiently. So even if you eat well, your energy doesn't rise. You're fueling a system that's too dry to function properly. So, what can you do? Start your day with water before the coffee. 1 glass of room temperature water with a squeeze of lemon can help wake up your digestive system, flush toxins, and rehydrate your brain. Set hydration reminders throughout your day. You don't have to drink gallons, just aim for steady intake. Sip between meals, not just when you're eating. Carry a water bottle with you and refill it as a gentle ritual. And remember, fatigue isn't just an inconvenience. It's your body saying, I'm missing something essential. And often, that something is water. Before you reach for more stimulants, ask yourself, have I hydrated today? Because sometimes the quickest way to feel alive again is as simple as a sip. Have you ever felt like your head was wrapped in cotton? Like your thoughts were slow, your focus scattered, or your memory just out of reach? That's not just aging. That could be dehydration showing up where you'd least expect it, in your brain. Your brain is about 75% water. Let that sink in. It's not just a part of your body that uses water, it's made of it. So when you're dehydrated, your brain literally shrinks in volume, pulling away slightly from your skull. That tension is part of what causes dehydration-related headaches. But it doesn't stop there. Even mild dehydration can reduce cognitive performance, memory recall, and reaction time. Studies have shown that a water loss of just 1 to 2% of your body weight can significantly impair mental function. Think about that. Just being a little underhydrated, say, after a few hours in the sun, or skipping water in the morning, can make you forget names or appointment, stroll to finish thoughts, lose your train of focus mid-task, feel overwhelmed or irritable for no clear reason. It's what many people call brain fog, and while it can be caused by stress, diet, or lack of sleep, hydration is one of the most overlooked routes. Your neurons, those tiny messengers in your brain, need water to fire efficiently. They use it to transmit signals, regulate temperature, and flush out metabolic waste. Without enough hydration, mental clarity dims like a light bulb losing power. Now let's talk about headaches. These aren't always the sharp, pounding kind. Sometimes they're dull and lingering. Sometimes they creep in after a walk, a phone call, or just sitting too long under warm light. But often, they're dehydration's whisper. I need more water. Many people reach for painkillers when hydration would have done the job. So what can you do? Start your mornings with water even before your coffee or tea. Keep a glass by your desk or nightstand. Sip often, not just when you're parched. Add slices of fruit, mint, or cucumber to make it more inviting. If you're prone to headaches, track your water intake for a few days. You may be surprised how little you're actually drinking. Bonus tip: next time your mind feels cloudy or your head begins to ache, try drinking 8 to 12 ounces of water and stepping into fresh air for 5 minutes. Often, That simple act can restore clarity more effectively than a pill, because your brain doesn't just want water. It needs it to remember, to think, to be you. 3. Constipation and sluggish digestion. When your gut is crying out for water, let's talk about something no one likes to talk about, but everyone experiences: constipation. You might think it's just part of getting older, or maybe you blame it on food, but one of the biggest causes of slow, uncomfortable digestion, especially as we age, is simple: not enough water. Your digestive system is like a highway. When it's hydrated, everything moves smoothly. When it's dry, things slow down, get backed up, and become uncomfortable. Here's what really happens inside. After your body absorbs nutrients from the food you eat, the remaining waste moves into the colon. But your colon needs water to process that waste and push it out efficiently. If there's not enough water, the colon pulls more fluid out of the waste to compensate, which makes the stool hard, dry, and much harder to pass. This leads to straining, bloating, tickling, and bowel movements, that heavy, uncomfortable feeling that follows you through the day. But the problem doesn't stop in your colon. When your digestive system is slow, it affects your whole body. You may feel more tired, more irritable, more sluggish. Toxins can build up. Your appetite may change. Even your mood can take a hit, because your gut and your brain are connected by a vast network of nerves and chemicals known as the gut-brain axis. Here's a surprising truth: you can eat all the fiber you want, but if you don't drink enough water, that fiber can actually make constipation worse. Fiber needs water to do its job, bulking up your stool and keeping it soft enough to move. Without water, fiber becomes like dry concrete in your gut. So if you've recently increased your intake of whole grains, fruits, or vegetables to stay healthy, that's fantastic. But don't forget the water. It's the partner that makes digestion possible. Here are some tips to stay regular, naturally. Start your morning with a full glass of warm water. Bonus points if you add a slice of lemon. Drink a full glass before meals to support stomach acid and digestion. Choose water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, celery, and melons. Cut back on dehydrating drinks like soda, coffee, or alcohol. Create a hydration rhythm: 1 glass every hour. Even if you don't feel thirsty, if you're already struggling with constipation, try this. Drink 2 cups of water followed by a brisk 10-minute walk. Movement plus hydration equals nature's gentle laxative. You don't need to suffer in silence. You don't need to depend on pills, powders, or chemical laxatives. Most of the time, your body is simply asking for the basics: movement, fiber, and plenty of clean water. Because digestion isn't just about what you eat, it's about what your body can actually move. And for that, water is non-negotiable. 4. Dry skin and premature wrinkles. When your skin is thirsty from the inside out, when you look in the mirror and notice your skin looks dull, flaky, or older than you remember, what's your first thought? Maybe you think, I need a better moisturizer. Or maybe, it's just age catching up with me. But here's something you might not realize. Sometimes your skin isn't dry because of what's missing on the outside, it's dry because of what's missing on the inside. And that missing piece? Water. Your skin is your body's largest organ. And just like your heart or brain, it needs hydration to function well. When you don't drink enough water, your skin becomes one of the first areas to show it. That tight, rough feeling after a shower, that cracked skin around your hands or heels, that paper-thin texture or sudden fine lines around your eyes and mouth. Often, it's not just the weather or your age, it's internal dehydration. Water helps your skin in 3 powerful ways. It maintains elasticity. Hydrated skin is plump, resilient, and less prone to wrinkling. It supports detoxification. Without enough water, your body has a harder time flushing toxins and your skin may break out or appear dull. It lubricates from within. Moisture isn't just a surface issue, it travels from inside out. Even the best creams and serums can't fully fix dehydrated skin if your body is parched. Hydration starts beneath the surface. Now, let's be clear. Drinking water won't erase wrinkles overnight, but it does help your skin age more gracefully. It keeps your complexion clearer, smoother, and more vibrant. And when combined with a healthy diet and sun protection, it's one of the most affordable anti-aging treatments you can find. So how can you tell if your skin is dehydrated? You feel itchy or flaky even in humid weather. Your makeup settles into fine lines quickly. Your skin looks tired, not glowing. You've noticed more creases or sagging than usual. Your lips chap easily. No matter how much balm you use, here's what to try. Drink water first thing in the morning to flush overnight toxins. Include water-rich foods like berries, lettuce, and watermelon. Limit dehydrating substances like caffeine, alcohol, and salty snacks. Pair hydration with healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or flaxseed for skin elasticity. And yes, use good moisturizer, but think of it as the top layer of a hydration routine. Not the only one. Hydrated skin isn't just about beauty. It's about confidence. It's about comfort. And it's a reflection of how well your body is nourished, not just from the outside, but from the inside out. So next time you reach for a new cream, ask yourself, have I hydrated today? Because the best glow starts with a glass of water. 5. Irregular heartbeat and palpitations. When your heart signals a need for hydration, have you ever felt your heart suddenly flutter, skip a beat, or race without warning? Maybe it happens when you stand up too quickly, maybe after a walk, or sometimes seemingly out of nowhere, as you're simply sitting and reading a book. That sensation, known as a palpitation, can feel scary. It makes many people think something is seriously wrong with their heart. And yes, sometimes, heart palpitations do point to a medical issue that needs attention. But sometimes, your heart is simply thirsty. You see, your heart is an electrical organ. It depends on a delicate balance of fluids and electrolytes to fire properly. When you're dehydrated, that balance is disrupted, especially levels of potassium, magnesium, and sodium. And that disruption can cause your heart to misfire or feel off rhythm. Here's how it works. When you're low on water, your blood volume decreases, your blood thickens slightly. Your heart has to beat faster to push oxygen through the system. Electrolytes that regulate your heartbeat become imbalanced. All of this increases the strain on your cardiovascular system. The result? You may feel lightheaded, dizzy, or experience that fluttery sensation in your chest. This is especially common in older adults who may not feel thirst easily, people taking diuretics or blood pressure medication, those with pre-existing heart conditions, and even athletes who sweat heavily but forget to rehydrate. It's important not to panic when you feel a palpitation, but it's also important not to ignore the signal, because your heart is speaking up. Before jumping to conclusions or medications, ask, have I been drinking enough water today? Here's a simple trick. The next time you feel your heartbeat acting strangely, slowly drink a glass of water and sit or lie down calmly. In many cases, the feeling passes within minutes, especially if dehydration was the cause. Another tip: don't just drink plain water all the time. Sometimes, adding a pinch of natural sea salt or drinking coconut water can help restore electrolyte balance, especially in hot weather or after sweating. And of course, always check with your doctor if heart symptoms persist. But remember, hydration is one of the easiest, safest, and most overlooked ways to support your heart, because water doesn't just keep you cool, it keeps your heart steady, your blood flowing, and your body in sync. So the next time your heartbeat feels off, start with the simplest fix. Reach for a glass of water. 6. Muscle cramps and unexplained aches. When your muscles beg for water, it starts with a twitch, a tight pull in your calf, your foot, or the back of your thigh, then suddenly a cramp. Sharp, unexpected, uncomfortable, and it always seems to happen at the worst times: during a walk, in the middle of the night, or when you're simply reaching for something on the shelf. Muscle cramps and soreness are common as we age, but one of the most overlooked causes is not a lack of exercise. It's a lack of hydration. Here's why. Your muscles are like sponges. They need fluid to contract, relax, and recover smoothly. Inside each muscle cell, water helps transport the electrolytes that control muscle function: potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sodium. When you're dehydrated, electrical signals to your muscles get disrupted. Muscles are more likely to misfire or seize up. Waste products build up and aren't flushed out efficiently. Muscle tissue becomes stiffer and more injury prone. That's why you may feel cramps after mild activity, tightness or soreness, with no clear cause, pain that lingers longer after normal movement, muscle fatigue that sets in faster than usual. And here's the thing, even slight dehydration makes these symptoms worse. You don't have to be visibly sweating or overheating to experience it. This is especially common in people on diuretics or blood pressure meds, those with low physical activity, sedentary lifestyle, anyone over 60, as thirst signals naturally decrease. Individuals with diabetes or kidney issues. What can you do? Hydrate consistently throughout the day, not just during or after exercise. Stretch gently in the morning and evening. Hydrated muscles move more fluidly. Eat potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and avocados. Include a little sea salt or electrolyte-rich drinks like coconut water to help retain fluid. Use magnesium either through leafy greens or supplements, with your doctor's guidance. And don't forget, water helps flush out lactic acid and waste from your muscles. Without enough of it, you're left with tightness, fatigue, and cramps that just won't quit. Here's a practical tip. If you're waking up with leg cramps, try drinking a small glass of water before bed. It might mean one extra trip to the bathroom, but it could mean a cramp-free night. Muscle pain isn't always about age. Sometimes, it's your body sending a very clear message: please, give me more water. So listen to your muscles, and treat each glass of water not just as hydration, but as healing. 7. Dark urine and infrequent urination. The clearest clue your body gives you: sometimes, your body speaks in whispers. Other times, it's more direct. And when it comes to dehydration, your urine is one of the clearest, most honest signals your body gives. Let's be real, most of us don't pay much attention to our urine. It's just something that happens. But the color, smell, and frequency of your urination tell a powerful story about your hydration status. Here's what healthy urine should look like. Pale yellow, think lemonade clear, with minimal odor, occurring every 2 to 4 hours, especially during the day. Now here's what happens when you're dehydrated. Urine becomes dark amber or even brownish. It may have a stronger odor than usual. You urinate less often, and in smaller amounts in some cases. It may even burn or feel uncomfortably. Does this matter? Your kidneys are responsible for filtering toxins, balancing minerals, and maintaining fluid levels in your body. When you're well hydrated, they do this job with these, flushing waste out efficiently. But when you're low on water, your body holds on to fluid to prevent further loss. Your urine becomes concentrated with waste products, and your kidneys have to work harder to filter what little water remains over time. Chronic dehydration can contribute to kidney stones, urinary tract infections, UTIs, bladder irritation, and increased risk of long-term kidney disease. This is even more important for older adults, because the sense of thirst diminishes with age. Many take medications that affect fluid balance, and mobility issues can reduce how often someone gets up to drink or urinate. So, what can you do? Check your urine color first thing in the morning. If it's darker than straw yellow, your body needs more water. Aim for regular urination at least 4 to 6 times a day. Keep a water bottle within reach, especially if you're less mobile. Infuse your water with lemon, mint, or berries to make it more appealing. Eat water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, grapes, and zucchini. Watch your salt intake. Excess sodium pulls water from your cells. And here's a bonus tip: if you're going long stretches 6+ hours without urinating, especially during the day, that's a red flag even if you're not thirsty. So yes, this might be an uncomfortable topic, but it could be the most important one you hear today. Because when your urine speaks, it's not just about hydration, it's about your entire system, how well it's functioning, filtering, protecting. You don't need fancy tests. Just awareness, a quick glance, a simple decision to drink one more glass of water, and that small act could save your kidneys, boost your energy, and improve how you feel every single day. Final thoughts: your body is speaking. Are you listening? You don't need to wait for a medical emergency to start paying attention to your health. Your body is already sending signals, soft, subtle, and consistent. From that nagging fatigue to brain fog, from dry skin to those unexpected muscle cramps, from changes in your heartbeat to rare bathroom visits, all of these are your body's way of saying, I need water, I need care, I need you to notice. Here's the truth: dehydration doesn't always come with thirst. Especially as we age, the body's natural cues become quieter, but the impact, loud and lasting. And the good news? The fix is simple. You don't need a new pill. You don't need to wait until your next doctor's appointment. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine. All you need is a few more glasses of water spread throughout your day, a bottle that stays by your side, a little awareness, a little intention, and a big difference. Hydration supports your heart, your mind, your digestion, your muscles, your life. So here's your challenge this week: drink a full glass of water right now, then aim for 6 to 8 cups a day, especially before meals and after waking up, and start watching the signs. Your body will thank you. And if you found yourself nodding along to any part of this video, if any of those signs sounded familiar, leave us a comment below and tell us, which of the 7 signs have you experienced lately? Hit that like button if this video helped you understand your body a little better. Subscribe to Golden Years Health so you never miss a video that can make your life easier, healthier, and more joyful. And please share this video with someone you care about, because hydration isn't just a personal act, it's something we can encourage in each other. Let's drink to better days, to clearer minds, to stronger hearts, to movement, to memory, to vitality. After all, your health is your freedom, and it all begins with the simplest habit of all: water.